How are you doing today, Yoshi-san?
Today is so comfortable because the temperature is so good. Because not sunshine and cloudy, but some area, this kind of the weather gets a lot of damage. So the northern part of the mainland. So some area has heavy rain and broken bank and have a floods. So it's terrible. So.
Oh, I see. So it should supposed to be summer season in your country, right? But there are still heavy rains.
Yes. So it's a very extraordinary climate. So and every day just scorch as summers, and we can't stand this hot summers. But recently we become a little cool, but get damage for floods. So it's terrible.
And is it still humid?
Yeah, it's of course humid, but humidity is better than the summer heat. So.
I understand. So will there be any special thing you're about to do for today?
Today is Thursday. Thursday is my day to go to my favorite sushi bars. So
okay.
Drinking cool beers and chat a lot for that kind of customers. So all of customers, my friends. So.
Wow. Oh, may I ask, why do you choose Thursday as your hobby or favorite day?
I like to setting up the week, 1 week schedule. Because after retirement, I really get a very free time. But just free time is difficult situation because when every day I wake up, get up, and I decided to do today's first things to do. So it's so much inconvenient. So and I want to set up 1 week schedule.
Oh, I see. Wow, that is a great plan. So that you will know what are the things that you're about to do for the whole week already, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing about that, Yoshi-san. And by the way, let me check if you can see me clearly today.
Oh, yes, no problem.
Okay, that's good. Then we are going to have our lesson from the Conversation American English, Lesson 11.
Okay.
Following procedures, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's now look at the picture description, and you're going to tell me as much as you can about what you can see.
Okay, but just wait, so I shut my windows, so
okay.
It's from the outside noisy, so I become a little hot, but it's more important catching your words. So.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that.
Let's start. So okay. In this picture, I can see the one sheet of paper on the whiteboard. On the paper, there is a pencil and eyeglasses. Pencil is the upper left corner and put on the little slanted. Glasses, bottom right corner, and it's also little diagonally. So the paper looks like some kind of list. I can notice the several highlight line by blue markers. I think that marker shows categorize this list. I can imagine this situation. Someone checking this list, but he or she has urgent business and hurry up, puts on the pencil and glasses on the paper because he don't want to blow out by windows. That's all.
Oh, wow. That is very accurate. Thank you so much for giving a lot of description here. Any question about this picture?
No question, thank you.
Okay, so you've mentioned at the last part of your sentence that it seems that the person put a pencil and eyeglasses on top of the sheet of paper so that it will not be blown away. So how about in your case? Do you also do such thing?
Maybe if I put the windows and only one paper, I put something on the paper, of course.
I understand. Yes, that would be very practical to put something on top of one sheet of paper.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And now let's read the dialogue. Please read on the A part and I'll do letter B.
Okay, can you manage this by yourself now?
I think I can, but it would be helpful for me if we could go over the procedure for one last time.
I'd be happy to do so, but I have to go now.
Okay then, I'll just go ahead and practice then. Maybe you can check me out later?
I was about to say that because it seems to me that you've got it down pat.
Thanks. That's so kind of you. But I think I still need more practice and review, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I'll be back later.
See you then. Okay, now let's exchange. I'll do letter A part. Can you manage this by yourself now?
I think I can, but it would be helpful for me if we could go over the procedure for last time.
I'd be happy to do so, but I have to go now.
Okay, then I'll just go ahead and practice. Then maybe you can check me out later.
I was about to say that because it seems to me that you've got it down pat.
That's so kind of you, but I think I still need more practice and review, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I'll be back later.
So, see you then.
Okay, thank you very much for reading. Any question for the words that you have encountered here?
Down pat is a very special expression. So, do you use sometimes this expression?
Actually, not really. No, it's not really common, but we can just, very common word is word for word. So something that you have memorized perfectly, but we don't use it in a normal conversation.
Okay, I think so. If I use this expression, but they don't understand my
Correct.
meaning.
That's right. So it would be very easy. Instead of saying down pat, you can say word for word.
Yes, there's a lot of another easy words. So.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, thank you very much. And let's now have the next part, which is the vocabulary review, which you're going to read the meaning and also you're going to give your own example.
Okay, manage, handle with skill. So after retirement, I decided doing the every house chores. And I continue almost 10 years. So that recently I can manage every house chores. So the routine of the house chores sometimes little some work. So that's all.
Oh, okay. So since you've mentioned it, you have been doing that for 10 years already. Was it your own decision to do the household chores?
Yes, it's my decision. So because before the retirement, so I checked the most trouble case after retirement life. So, and at that time, I quit. But my wife also quit her job, so that it means completely different time spending after retirement. Our couples. So and I decide to do most big trouble cases how shares housework. So because for my age, I never touch the house chores. So it's a Japanese man's convenient custom. So I just working the office and get the salaries enough. But after retirement, so it's impossible to continue this kind of life. So then I decided to do learning doing the house chores. So because when I was working, I leave everything so to my wife, house chores and grow up the children for every house travel.
So it's now your time to do it.
Yes, so I decide to a little repay to my wife.
Wow, that's very important because as what you have said, when you were still working, you left it all to your wife, but now it's time for you to give back.
Yes. So.
Wow, very loving husband. Okay, now let's go to number 2.
To go over to repeat, do again. So the house routine of the housework, we have to go over the same things every day. So but I think it's life itself, and I'm having some kind of faculty with house chores. That's all.
Oh, okay. But you said you have to repeat it and do it again and again.
Yeah. It's that.
Okay, that's correct. It's part of life. And how about number 3?
To check out, to examine. So there's a very important tip for the cuisine. So on the way cuisine, once check out the taste, especially the first trying new cuisine. That's all.
Oh, okay. So you mentioned it's important to check on, especially trying a new one. So why have you chosen one sushi bar that you go over again and again?
It's clearly reason. So that sushi bar is very small. So they run only 2 persons. So and there's 10 customers enough. Or it's a kind of the Japanese Western pub. So many of the, a small group of the same custom put together, and they are like all acquaintance. It's a rare case to have new customers at that shop. So, and it's I know they're very easy to chatting and must know my favorite taste and items, so that they naturally recommend today's dishes. So and most important things is so cheap, and yes, and it's very good. That shop have a very good warm atmosphere.
Wow. So as what you have mentioned, they recommend food, and of course, they were able to maintain the taste and the quality of it. Is it right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how about number 4?
How to get it down, not to master it, know it very well. So after retirement, one of my hobbies is playing shogi. So that I have some aptitude for that game. But to get playing shogi down pat is so difficult. You know, in Japan, there's a professional virtuoso shogi players. So that some genius pro players earn the money 100 million and in the years. That's all.
Okay, but I think it's a kind of difficult game because it needs strategy. Why did you got interested with that?
Its rule is not so difficult, but it's a profound, complicated game. We the same opponents, so the matching the 1,000 match, but it's no same situation. So every day we have to fight very different situation is completely changed. So it's so much fresh and very interesting game.
Oh, wow. At least it keeps your mind thinking and thinking, right?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for answering those questions. Now let's do the comprehension questions at exercise 4. So for number 1, what do you think is the procedure being discussed?
Oh, okay. So far, this job belongs Speaker A's routine, but someday Speaker A has urgent business, and he can't doing that routine, so he asks his work to the Speaker B.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Number 2, why does one speaker need to practice more?
Speaker B knows everything about it, but he don't have the experience, practical scenes, so he don't have the perfect confidence.
Oh, yes, I could imagine what you have said. And number 3, how do you master skills?
English is a very good example. It needs a very strong will and to master, and it needs repeating review and practical apply. So don't be afraid of making mistake. So before I visit the foreign countries, so I memorize that country's word, original word. So 10 or 20. Most of the cases are greeting word. So when I was young, I visit German. So and as usual, I memorize the German words. So the German is a little similar English. So for example, the good morning, the German is Guten Morgen. So the good night is Gute Nacht. So but the goodbye is a completely different word. So the German says Auf Wiedersehen. So it's difficult to memorize to me. So I go to the German. So I saw some couple says Auf Wiedersehen or just Wiedersehen. So and next time I using that word. So and I naturally perfect memorize so that word. So and I confirm the repeating and review and practical application is so much important.
Oh, wow, that is actually correct. So you have to learn, you have to memorize, and of course, application would be a great way so that you can naturally acquire those knowledge and skills, right?
Yes.
Okay, wow, good job for that. And how about number 4? Have you mastered your job? Why or why not?
I can do in every my job, but perfect master is impossible. So the learning process has no ending. That's all.
Oh, that is correct. So, as what you have said, learning process has no ending. So you have to acquire knowledge again and again so that you will be able, if not perfectly, do your job at your best, right?
Yes.
Okay, and for the last question, how important is review in learning a new procedure?
The science shows that the learning curve, so memory, of course, diminish over time. So we have a different part. Our brain have a different parts, the short memory or long term memory. So and short memory to the long term memory area need repeating and reviews. That's why we have to repeat and review.
Oh, wow. Thank you for giving me such a wonderful idea. So, anyway, it's already time. Yoshi-san, do you have any question or
No
concern?
question. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you again for a fantastic lesson. So, I hope to have you again soon. Please stay safe and be healthy always.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Have a wonderful Thursday. Bye-bye.